even if you're handsome, you're not doing well with women once they get to your social media, because now you look like socially like inept, socially awkward, socially like weird. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't. It's like, why don't you get it? Like, bro, you get it in person, but on social media, you look like a loser. You know. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Marv Over Matter, back with yet another video. And as y'all see, man, the setting's a little bit different. I'm outside today, and that's because I'm in Greece doing a little 2-week trip. And you know, I still want to keep the videos coming. I still want to make sure that I'm helping you guys out. I'm starting to get people to like ask for actual advice, and that feels so good, man. That feels so rewarding to know that you guys see value in my videos, and it makes me just want to go that much harder. So I will not stop. It doesn't matter where I am on the planet. I'm gonna still give you these videos. I'm gonna still give you this content. I'm gonna still help y'all out, man. All right, so today what we're gonna talk about is you need to make sure your socials are up to par. All right, you need to make sure your socials are up to par. So what does that mean? We live in a day and age where social media matters, bro. It's very important. Whether some people really love that and they benefit from it, some people hate that and they suffer for it, right? But it doesn't matter how you feel about it. That's the reality. So what do I mean, right? Why do you need your socials up? I'm a dating coach, so what I'm talking about is in the realm of dating, you need to keep your socials up, because that is how girls vet you, man. That's how they decide whether they like you or not. It's kind of crazy, right? They can meet you in person and like catch a little vibe from you, but they're kind of more interested in like what the social media aspect of it is. Like, and that's not all girls, but that has happened to me enough to know that like social media matters, right? So before, I was completely unaware of social media. I had no idea. Like, I knew how to kind of use it, but I didn't really understand what made a page like aesthetic or like appealing, especially to women. So there was so many times where on like a dating app or even in person, like I could literally meet a girl in person, and we're kind of talking, like hitting it off, kind of having a good time, and then I move over to social media and that shit just like dies down completely. And I'm not talking about like a girl where like I walked up to her and I asked her for her social media and I'm trying to like back her. I'm talking about like literally girls that would come up to me, or like they would be the ones to kind of initiate interactions, and like things would be going like crazy good. As soon as it shifted over to social media, bro, it would just like fizzle out like crazy, and I couldn't understand why. Like, at the time, I didn't even realize that it was like happening when we did the social media. This is something I'm realizing looking back, but I was just like kind of like, damn, why does it keep fizzling out with these girls? Like, why does it keep fizzling out? And I just had no idea, right? And the thing is, like, once I did realize it felt so like, duh, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, girls put so much into social media. They care about it so much. They're always on it. It's gonna just be like, to them it's a reliable source. Like, they get their news from it, you know what I'm saying? They do it, they literally get everything from it. So like the way they talk, the way they think is all from social media. So it's very important, bro. So what you need to do, now I don't claim to be an expert on social media, I'm not, but I have a little bit of know-how, right? I have a little bit of insight. So number one thing, you want to make the page look aesthetic, right? So what does that mean, aesthetic? You want to make sure the page looks like a cohesive, almost like a cohesive project. Like you're working on one big project, and it all the pieces kind of fit into each other. You know what I'm saying? To make a bigger picture. So you want to make sure, like, if you do, it helps if you have like kind of a niche. So if like you vacation a lot, you do a lot of vacationing stuff. If you are into like sports, you do a lot of sports stuff on there, and you kind of keep it consistent. You kind of make it like an image of you, so that they get this image of you. Now if there's nothing you do particularly, I would say you live life, you have friends. So like if that's your thing, and you want to put that out there, and you want to put your pictures of like you're actually using Instagram for what it was originally intended for, which is just like a scrapbook, you know what I'm saying, where you just put your pictures in, or a photo, like, you know what I'm saying, just a photo album. Just make sure those pictures are the nicer pictures. Like, make sure they're kind of flattering to you in a little bit. Even honestly, I'm gonna be real, even if they're more vague, like even if it's like just you kind of in groups, whatever, like, and it's nothing that tells too much about you, that's still better than having like poor pictures, like poor quality pictures, pictures that are just like unflattering to you. Those type of things are gonna really bring down the quality of your Instagram, and it's really gonna make it so that when girls see it, it's gonna repel them. It's literally gonna repel them. Like I'm telling, like I have a specific story where I was working at a restaurant and it was busy. It was like super super busy that night, and the line was really long. And like these two girls came into the restaurant and they looked good, so they sat down, served them like everybody else. Whatever, it's busy, so I can't really like be over there giving them extra attention. I'm not giving any signals that I'm feeling them. I'm just like, oh, yep, here you go, boom, serving my table, right? Then at one point, I did stop over and I was like, so how's everything? Boom, boom, boom. You know, they tell me we have like a little tiny back and forth, but nothing crazy. Like, nothing crazy. I've had way more intense back and forths with guests, you know what I'm saying? That like I'm talking about them feeding me, you know, dessert type shit. So this was literally nothing. I just had a little interaction. And I'm going about my business, right? Then they get up, they're leaving. I'm like, all right, yep, see y'all. They're like, thank you so much, cool, whatever. Then they leave, and then as they're leaving, again, I like turn and look at them as they're leaving, and one of them like kind of turns back and smiles, and then she looks at the table, and then she looks back at me and then smiles, right? And I'm like, she must have left something for me at this table. So I finish what I'm doing. I go over to the table. And boom, her Instagram was written out on the back of the receipt. She left it. So I take it, whatever. I'm like, oh, word. 'Cause she looked good. So I'm like, oh, word. Like, it's up. I hit her up on Instagram. She responds. And then I hit her again, and then just never again. Like, just never responded again. And that happened to me, like I said, so many times where, like, the energy would be even way better than that. But it's just like once it got to social media, bro, I'm telling you, that's literally how they're judging you. Like, they are going to wipe you out, ixnay, because your Instagram is not good. And that's literally what happened to me, bro. So I'm just trying to help you guys out, let you know, like, you need to get that in order. Like I said, the number one thing is it being aesthetic. It has to look aesthetic. It has to look like a cohesive project. You know what I'm saying? So that they can see and come up with like almost like a judgment of you, an opinion of you. You know what I'm saying? If it has an opinion, good. But it's better to have no opinion than to have a bad opinion. So you definitely don't want it to be bad. Like I said, bad quality pictures, unflattering pictures, like weird pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like weird. Don't look like a weirdo or a creep. You know what I'm saying? Just like you wouldn't want to look like a weirdo or a creep in real life, you don't want to look like a weirdo or a creep on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even think, and you might need somebody else to tell you that it looks bad, because my old Instagram, I didn't think that it looked that bad. Like, it wasn't until I started dating my girl that she was like, this looks bad. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, man, you might need somebody else, a third party, to tell you, like, bro, this looks terrible. Like, and pick somebody who you know, like, knows about social media. Don't pick your other friend who has terrible pictures as well. Like, pick somebody who maybe has like more following. Like, if they got the little K, like 10K, you know what I'm saying, next to their thing, then obviously they know something about it. If you know somebody like that, have them look at it, you know what I'm saying? Or just go look at people you like on Instagram and see the difference between their page and your page, and you'll see like yours is drastically different, bro. And I promise you, that's probably why you're not doing really well with women, is because, and this is even if you're handsome, obviously, like, even if you're handsome, you're not doing well with women once they get to your social media, because now you look like socially like inept, socially awkward, socially like weird, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why don't you get it? Like, bro, you get it in person, but on social media you look like a loser, you know what I'm saying? So that it matters just as much, if not more. Alright, so fellas, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what y'all think. If you need help with your social media, bro, if you need somebody to just do a quick look over, like I said, I'm not an expert, but if you need somebody to do a quick look over and be like, bro, this is not it, you should do this, and this, you can reach out to me, bro. Leave a comment down here on YouTube, and then send me a DM on Instagram. Follow and send me a DM on Instagram at MarvOverMatter, and just tell me your YouTube channel, like your YouTube name, and tell me you saw the video, and like kind of just send me your Instagram. Well, I'll see your Instagram once you hit me, and then I can kind of tell you, like, okay, bro, this you need to get rid of these. Just leave these 5 photos right now. Like, this is it. Just leave these 5 photos. These 5 photos is better than the 25 photos that you had, because these other 20 look like trash. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you that. I can let you know. Like I said, not an expert, but as I grow, as I get better with it, I'll be able to inform you guys a little bit more, give you more information about it. All right, fellas, so let's get it, man. Let's get to these results. Mind over matter, Marv over matter. Let's get it.